This is the AB4WS radio show. Every week, bringing you the exciting amateur radio news and information happening in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana areas.
The AB4WS radio show can be found on the Apple Podcast app or your favorite podcast application. And now also available on the AB4WS radio show YouTube channel. Congratulations to Ken Shepard, the ham previously known as KR4BMB, who will now be known by his new vanity call sign of KR4KS. Congratulations! Hamcation has announced the 2026 Hamcation Award. There are 3 award categories. First, the Gordon West Ham Ambassador of the Year, the Carol Perry Educator of the Year, and a new category, the Amateur Radio Hero of the Year. The 2026 Gordon West Ham Ambassador of the Year Award goes to Tony Maluzzi, KD8RTT, located in Lenexa, Kansas. The award recognizes his focused long-term support and promotion of the collegiate amateur radio program, known as CARP. The 2026 Carol Perry Educator of the Year Award goes to Dr. Nathaniel Frizzle, W2NAF, located in Springbrook, Pennsylvania. The award recognizes his outstanding work with the Ham-Sci education program he created, grew, and continues to expand. The Amateur Radio Hero Award goes to Ambarish Nag Biswa, VU2JFA, located in West Bengal, India. The award recognizes his outstanding support of local and national emergency operations and law enforcement during life-threatening events where he lives were saved by his action. Links to each award category with details of the criteria can be found at www.hamcation.com. Award Hamcation 2026 will be held on February 13th, 14th, and 15th, 2026 in Orlando, Florida. Are you a technician class operator who has never experienced the joys of making worldwide HF contact? Well, back this year is the ARRL 10-meter contest on December 12th, 13th, and 14th. The ARRL 10-meter contest historically is one of the biggest worldwide events with many individuals and clubs competing. With where we are at in the 11-year solar cycle, 10 meters should be promising with conditions that should draw a big crowd, enabling new hams to make lots of DX contacts all over the world. While most often 10 meters is a daylight band from sunup to sundown, the seasoned operators know that lots of neat contacts are often made in the evening hours, with oftentimes contacts into Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. Many operators have collected contacts to allow them to get DXCC in a single weekend with this contest. For all the information on how you can have lots of fun with this event, go to www.arrl.org/10-meter. Are you interested in becoming a ham radio operator and getting your technician class license, but not sure what to study? Well, the ARRL has announced that they will start an ARRL live internet-based technician class license training course. First course will be on December 20th and 21st, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time each day. The course will provide you with the knowledge to get your technician class license. The cost is just $99 for this special inaugural course. Cost includes a training book and 1-year membership in the American Radio Relay League. ARRL specialist Wayne Green, KB4DSF, says this interactive online class will be fun while guiding you through operating your first ham radio to communicating through ham radio satellite. They will totally immerse you in every question and answer with the information you need to pass the test. For more information or to sign up for the course, call the ARRL Education and Learning Department at 860-594-0285 or email ead@arrl.org. At the Kentucky Mountains Amateur Radio Club Christmas Party, Daryl Howard, KQ4MJI of Hazard, Kentucky, was awarded the inaugural John W. Fadler Elmer of the Year Award. Congratulations, Daryl. December is Youth on the Air Month, where the U.S. special one-by-one call signs will be used by young hams working the airways with the special event stations to encourage other young hams to be active on the amateur radio band. There will be demonstrations at schools introducing students to the wonderful world of amateur radio, as well as introducing ham radio to friends while making memorable QSOs and enjoying great pile-up. Help fill the logbooks of these young hams by working them as many as you can. For more information, go to youthontheair.org. Support the future of ham radio. The SantaNet is returned to the air on 3.916 MHz for its 20th consecutive year, running through December 23rd. Active on Thursday through Saturday nights until December 18th, when it'll expand to every night. The SantaNet is part of the 3916 nets, which Pete Thompson, KE5GGY, is always active in. Pre-net check-ins can be made online at www.cqsanta.com. Merry Christmas! Applications for the 2026 Youth on the Air Camp opened up on December 1st, 2025. If you know a young ham between the age of 15 and 25 that would like to attend the camp on June 14th through the 19th in Huntsville, Alabama, direct them to youthontheair.org for the information on how to apply. Third annual YouTube Telethon for the ARRL Teachers Institute on Wireless Technology was another great success, with more than $23,000 raised to help cover the cost of the ARRL's professional development program designed to help classroom teachers elevate their STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math programs through the use of wireless technology. The program is entirely donor-funded. The telethon ran for more than 13 hours on the Saturday after Thanksgiving on the Ham Radio Crash Course YouTube channel, led by program host Josh Nass, KI6NAZ. YouTube viewers donated $18,081 plus $570 in direct donations to the ARRL and a $5,000 matching grant for a total raised of $23,651. The entire telethon may be viewed online on the Ham Radio Crash Course YouTube channel. Starting on December 30th, the ARRL Foundation Scholarship Program opens up in the application period for eligible amateur radio operators pursuing higher education. The ARRL Foundation manages more than 150 scholarships established by generous donors ranging from $500 to $25,000. To apply, go to ARRL.org/scholarship-program. The Dan Beard Council of Scouting America has launched a new initiative to establish a radio scouting committee. Organizers currently reaching out to the scouting and ham radio communities for volunteers to help bring this vision to life. This is an open invitation for anyone excited about connecting scouts and radio to get involved from the very beginning. Organizers are looking for scouts, leaders, parents, and amateur radio operators willing to share their passion, technical expertise, and community spirit. Whether you have years of experience as a ham, are interested in helping scouts earn a radio merit badge, or simply want to assist with planning and outreach, your support is needed to help shape the future of this new group. This is a fantastic opportunity for both the scouting and ham radio communities to work together and build something meaningful for our youth, shared a leader helping to organize the effort. We hope to gather a core group of enthusiastic volunteers who can guide the committee's early planning, create an engaging first event, and offer mentorship as things get started. By coming together at this formative stage, volunteers will play a foundational role in bringing radio adventures to scouts in the area. Anyone interested in helping is encouraged to reach out and express their interest, whether you're a scout, a ham radio enthusiast, or someone who values youth education and hands-on learning opportunities. With enough community support and enthusiasm, the Radio Scouting Committee can become a thriving part of local scouting, and it all begins with the volunteers who answer the call. If you'd like to answer the call and volunteer, email Sean at ke8bbc@arrl.net. December 13th, the Brunch Bunch will be meeting at 1 p.m. at the Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, 7399 Turfway Road in Florence, Kentucky. So if you want to sit down and have a great brunch and talk some ham radio after all that turkey talk, come on out. December 13th at noon, the Triple Nickel Simplex Group will have their Christmas luncheon at the El Nepal, 11336 Preston Highway. For more information, reach out to Bruce. Also celebrating the holidays at noon on December 13th is the Lake Cumberland Amateur Radio Association celebrating Christmas dinner. December 15th is the Northern Kentucky Amateur Radio Club annual Christmas dinner at 7 p.m. at the Golden Corral, 4770 Houston Road in Florence, Kentucky. Greater Cincinnati Amateur Radio Association 1936 Net will host its annual AM night on Thursday, December 18, 2025 on 1936 kHz. Activities get underway with pre-net check-ins beginning at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The official net begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 0200 Zulu and typically lasts for approximately 2 hours. The net control station for the event is Bill NM4A located in Union, Kentucky. The net typically attracts about about 65 stations from all over the United States during the course of the evening. All AM check-ins are welcome. This is a great opportunity to hear some classic AM rigs, heavy metal rigs, military rigs, broadcast AM transmitters, state-of-the-art software-defined radio, all on the beautiful sounds of AM or angel music modulation. So come on out. The Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club is offering free live online classes to get your amateur radio, ham radio, general class license. Classes start on Sunday, January 11th, 2026. All sessions are held live via Zoom and are free. For information and to register, visit tiny.cc/BEAHAMG.
Repeater news.
Are you looking for the most up-to-date list of repeaters in the greater Cincinnati area? Well, I have an Excel spreadsheet where I've listed repeaters that are active in the area, separated by tabs for each band or mode, so you can easily look for just DMR repeaters or 2-meter analog repeaters and so on. The list includes 2 meters, 220, 440, 6 meters, D-Star, DMR, C4FM, P25, and some other classifications. Every time I update the file, I include the date and the file name so that you know you have the latest update. To download the file, go to the AB4WS Radio Show Facebook page and go to the file section and download the file. If you're not on Facebook, email me at ab4ws.radio@gmail.com and I can email you the latest file. If you see any errors, problems, additions, or corrections, email that information to ab4ws.radio@gmail.com. Information that a new 220 repeater is coming online, reportedly on 222.54 with a plus 1.6 offset and a PO tone of 67 Hz in the Harrison County, Kentucky area. Group of amateur radio operators dedicated to promoting activity on ham radio and bridging the gap between analog and digital modes have gotten together to form the Mid-South Link. This group has been successful in promoting activity on local repeaters by linking them into a larger footprint coverage to bring more hams together. The system has links to WiresX, YSF, Free DMR, TGIF DMR, XLX DMR, All-Star, Echolink, hams over IP, coming soon P25. Repeaters currently connected to the system include repeaters in Princeton, Hopkinsville, Paducah, and Daw Springs, Kentucky, and Cumberland Fern and Clarksville, Tennessee, with perhaps additional repeaters coming online in the future. They also have a Discord channel as well as a presence on Facebook and a very modern website at midsouthlink.org. Check it out.
Hamfest.
January 18, 2026 is the SCARF Hamfest at the Shade Community Center, 2380 Old US 33 in Shade, Ohio. January 31st, 2026 is the Struthers Roar, a midwinter hamfest at the St. Nick's Hall, 764 5th Street in Struthers, Ohio.
Are you looking to upgrade your license? Do you have someone else that's interested in the hobby? Here are some upcoming exam opportunities.
The Milford Amateur Radio Club holds amateur radio testing on the third Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. at the Miami Township Civic Center, 6101 Meyer Drive in Milford, Ohio. Please pre-register at milfordhamradio.org. The Dayton Amateur Radio Association has exams frequently. For their exam schedule, email exams.w8bi@gmail.com. On December 13th, the Scott County Amateur Radio Club will hold an amateur radio testing session at the Georgetown Police Department in Georgetown, Kentucky. On December 13th, the Westchester Amateur Radio Association will host an amateur radio exam session at 10 a.m. at the Voice of America Museum, 8070 Tylersville Road in Westchester, Ohio. To register, go to hamstudy.org/session/WC8VOA. On December 13th, the Tusco Amateur Radio Association will hold amateur radio exams at 9 a.m. at the Dover Faith UMC, 420 North Wooster Road in Dover, Ohio. Walk-ins are accepted. To register, go to w8zx.net/exam. On December 20th at 9 a.m., the Nelson County, Kentucky Post 42 Amateur Radio Club, KB4KY, will hold an amateur radio exam session at the Keystone Bingo Hall, 126 Keystone Avenue in Bardstown, Kentucky. Registration is required. To register, email paul.keener, KIENER, @gmail.com. On January 10, 2026, the Westchester Amateur Radio Association will host an amateur radio exam session at 10 a.m. at the Voice of America Museum, 8070 Tylersville Road in Westchester, Ohio. To register, go to hamstudy.org/session/WC8VOA. January 19th at 5:30 p.m., the Northern Kentucky Amateur Radio Club will hold an amateur radio exam session at the Bethesda Community Church, 989 East Mount Zion Road in Independence, Kentucky. You must register by going to hamstudy.org/session/NKY-VE. Special thanks to this week's content contributors: WB8VNH, KY4GW, WB8YYS, KD8ZLD, K9HIO, N8LAR, K4NKU.
If you have something you think other amateur radio operators in the area would be interested in, send the information or your recorded audio file attached in an email to ab4ws.radio@gmail.com.
Covering your amateur radio news and information in the greater Cincinnati, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana tri-state area, this is Jack Prindle, AB4WS in Big Bone, Kentucky.